Hey, how's it going guys? Captain Kuba here, and today I bring you a short video about the original God of War, the one and only Ares.
That night, I was trying to make you a great warrior. You succeeded.
As I'm sure most of you guys know, Ares was the first big baddie of the God of War series. His life came to a stop when Kratos stabbed him with a bridge that conveniently had the shape of a sword. After this, his story was pretty much over. His body was buried in ice inside Mount Olympus, and his worshippers took down statues of him since he no longer was the God of War. But I don't think this was always going to be the case. If you finish the first game on God mode, you will receive a phone number that will give you a secret message. If you don't want to go through the pain of completing the game on this difficulty, you can simply call this number and you'll be treated with the following message.
At last you are here. I have killed the Hydra myself, ripped the head off Medusa's shoulders, even killed a god of Olympus, but I have never seen such skill and strength as yours. You have conquered God mode. The time and dedication you put into reaching this point is worthy of celebration and reward. Sadly, what can I offer one such as you? The keys to Olympus itself? Hardly a gift I'm willing to part with. Perhaps instead, a private tour. Here, come with me. When I first made my way to the throne of Olympus, I noticed this chamber. Impenetrable to all except me. Even Lord Zeus is unaware of its existence. But you will know its secret. Many have asked how I killed an immortal. How can a god itself be destroyed? For your reward, I invite you to gaze upon this, the true fate of Ares. The soul of Ares itself, the soul of war, the soul of hate. See how it writhes in pain. See how it struggles to be free, and yet here it stays, unable to breach the walls of this room. What does it want? What is it for? And more importantly, how can I use it when I finally decide to take revenge on him? Answers for another time. Consider yourself privileged, mortal. You have seen the true fate of my enemy. Now go! Our time together is at an end. We will meet again, mortal. I will see you again.
To me, this seems like a possible way the story of God of War could have moved forward according to David Jaffe. But instead, Cory Barlog went in a different direction with the story of God of War 2. In this secret message, Kratos is given a tour of Olympus to the player who just defeated God mode. Most important of all, he takes him to a secret chamber in which Ares' soul is being kept. This is so secret that not even the king of Olympus knows about it, which makes me wonder how the soul got there in the first place. The most obvious candidate would be Hades, Zeus' brother, also known as the god of the underworld. We know that his favorite power is using souls of the dead against his enemies. In fact, this was the magic attack he chose to give Kratos in the first game.
Progress is impressive, Kratos, but your skills will not carry you to your ultimate goal. I offer you the souls of Hades itself, the souls of the dead, who stand ready to fight by your side. Take this weapon, Kratos. Take this power, and use it to defeat your enemies.
Now imagine this attack with the soul of the God of War himself. Hades would be impossible to stop. So is it possible Hades found a way of capturing God's souls for a future attack on Mount Olympus? Was he going to use Kratos as a tool to get the souls of gods for him? It may just well be, but a more likely possibility is that Ares was going to be given the same treatment as Ganon or even Dracula from the Castlevania series, one in which the villain of the series always remains the same, only slightly different. Perhaps David Jaffe was working on a concept of dealing with a disembodied Ares, or a ghost if you will. The purpose behind this secret message is something we'll never know for sure, especially since the story of the series went in a completely different direction. However, this doesn't mean that this forgotten story is completely useless. I'm one of those God of War fans that believes Kratos and Atreus will go to Greece in the next game, at least for a chapter in the story. So there might be a small possibility of this storyline being picked up again. This would come with the benefit of answering the famous question of what happens to gods after they are killed. Perhaps the secret chamber could hold the key that unlocks this mystery. Now I know what you're thinking. Couldn't this message simply be a joke? After all, God of War 1 also rewards players with a phone call of David Jaffe being murdered by Kratos.
Together, we shall conquer the perils that lay before us, and we shall always...
Kratos, dude, they did it. They found our Easter egg.
Who are you?
It's me, David Jaffe. I directed the game.
What game? If I kill you, I will get help or...
So wait.
Oh, wait, that's it!
What are you doing? What are you doing? We gotta make the sequel!
He was worse than a screeching harpy!
Okay, that's hilarious. But notice the difference in tone. This is obviously a joke, while the other one with Ares almost sounds scary.
The soul of Ares itself. The soul of war. The soul of hate. See how it writhes in pain. See how it struggles to be free, and yet here it stays.
This doesn't mean everything we hear in the message was going to be canon, like the player walking inside Mount Olympus. I highly doubt Santa Monica Studios was going to go full RPG and allow us to create a character from scratch. To me, this seems like a really obvious attempt at giving the player a hint to where they wanted to take this story back in 2005. So what do you guys think about this lost storyline for Ares? Would you have preferred it over the one we got? Or are you happy with how the series turned out? Also, do you think this story could be picked up again? Whatever your thoughts are regarding Ares, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. Before I go, I want to remind you of the contest I have going over at Twitter. You can be the lucky winner who takes home a set of level 52's Kratos and Atreus statue by only sending your best God of War 4 picture taken with photo mode. Just use Kuba's photo contest to enter and wait for the winner on August 21st. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. As always, I want to give a big thanks to all of my awesome members for their monthly contributions to the channel. People like Thomas Moan, Patrick Nielsen, and Stefak, to name a few, simply are amazing. And that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching, and remember, go forth in the name of Olympus.
Kratos had done the impossible. A mortal defeating a god. Ares was no more.